Today we are going to start a new chapter, sequence and series. Hope it is not new for the student because in CBSE or ICSE, AP arithmetic progression you had. Even in few state board
Yes.
also, students had arithmetic progression. In ICSE, students had to face geometric progression also, but here we will put some advancements on it. Okay, keep and watch. Sequence and series. What is sequence? Sequence means, collection of elements are placed in a series. Okay. Now, in that context, what is AP? Arithmetic progression. AP means arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, you see, if you get the number like this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, such type numbers. So it will form a series in ascending order and they have common difference 2 in between them. It is in increasing order, or 100, 97, 94, 91. That will also form a series in descending order but keeping a fixed difference. So this type of sequence will be considered as arithmetic progression. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
yes. So it will be, if in general, if you consider an element A, it will be increased by a fixed difference, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, like that, and so on. Now, from this, trend of increment, we can comprehend the general term. See, if you consider this thing, this is second term. It will be denoted by T2. T stands for term and suffix 2 stands for the number of terms. This part, third term, T3. T2 is what? A plus D, second term. Count from the first, second. Now, in this expression, you can bring the term 2. How? A plus 2 minus 1 into D. Similarly, T3, count from the first, second, third. A plus 2D. A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Now, in this manner, if we generalize the last term, then proceed in this way, I will get nth term, means a general term, nth term, Tn, A plus n minus 1 into D. That is nth term. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Where A is first term, D is common difference, and n number of terms denoted. So this is the persuasion of arithmetic progression. Now, This is nth term you have got. Suppose you are told to find the summation of all these terms. See, S first term A, then A plus D, then A plus 2D. Proceed in this way. Write the last term A plus n minus 1 into D. For the sake of calculation, last term you write A plus n minus 1 into D. Now, you rewrite the series in reverse manner. What is that? You rewrite S just below that summation. You write the last term just below the first term. Achha, what is the previous to the last term? Previous to last term is n minus 2 into D. So, I wrote last term just below the first term. Now, just below the second term, write A plus n minus 2 into D. Proceed in this way, write the first term and add them. S plus S, twice S. See, if I add, I will get 2A plus n minus 1 into D. If I add these two, then also I will get 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Proceeding in this manner, if I add the last term, first term also, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So we have observed what? If we add all this term, which is actually recurrence of a general term, it comes how many times? N times.
Yes,
Twice
sir.
S, N times. It is coming N times. So S will be N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Now summation up to N terms. So you can append one suffix. This is summation of n terms. Now we can write it in other way. How? See that 2A will be broken into two parts. A plus A. That 2A is broken into A plus A. A is what? A was the first term. A was the first term. Plus this is the
Last term.
last term. Good. Nth term or last term. So this is the nth term of a series in AP. This is the sum of those terms. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And in this summation, we have two formula according to the requirement of the sum we will apply. So this is the persuasion of AP. Now you observe Let's suppose sum of first 4 natural number. Sum of first 4 natural number. From first 4, if I subtract first 3, I will get what? Sorry. Sum of first 4 natural number. If I subtract first 3 part will be nullified. S4 minus S3 is 4. What is 4? 4 is the fourth term in the series. 4 is the fourth term in the series. Okay. So I can write T4. In this manner, you can get S5 minus S4, that is T5, S6 minus S5, that is T6. Proceeding in this way, you will get Sn minus 1 is nothing but Tn. Okay? Sn minus 1 is nothing but Tn. See, suppose you have got, for one simple example, for school level, Sn is given n square. You are told to find 20th term. 20th term. How to find that? See, we have come to know Sn minus 1 is Tn. So Sn minus 1 is Tn. What is Sn? N square. So what will be Sn minus 1? N will be replaced by n minus 1. So Tn, open it. All terms will n square will get cancelled. You will get 2n minus 1. Once you get Tn, so it will be an easy task to find T20. Put 20 in place of n. Okay. Now, suppose Sm by Sn, m square by n square. Very, nominal level sum, but persuasion of a chapter must be started with simple level. That is given where SR means sum of R terms. Then prove that Tm by Tn 2m minus 1 by 2n minus 1. With this type, students are quite familiar. See, Sm, its formula is known to us. We are taught this thing. N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, apply that. That is given. Instead of Sm, you write m by 2, 2a plus m minus 1 into d divided by Sn, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, that is m square by n square. M square by n square. So, from both sides, I can, numerator and denominator, I can cancel 2. 1 m will be cut, 1 n will go. 1 n will go. Now, we have nothing but to cross multiply. We have nothing but to cross multiply. So this will give you what? 2a into n, 2an plus n into this, two a into m plus m into n minus 1 into t. So what simplification is needed here? You bring all the terms in left hand side. Like terms will be clubbed. 2a minus 2n. I can take 2 common, 2a common, n minus m, and from the rest I can take d common and see the outcome. Is equal to 0. So you remove the brackets, nm will get cancelled, you will get m minus n. Here n minus m, m minus n, I can take n minus m common. What will be left in the bracket? 2a minus d is equal to 0. But see, once you get this product and product is equal to 0, then we can say what? Either this thing 0 or this thing 0. But this thing cannot be 0. Why? Had this been 0, then two series will be same. Therefore, n minus m cannot be equal to 0. So I will get 2a is equal to d. Once you get d is equal to 2a, then your role will be so simpler. What is actually asked to prove? We are asked to prove Tm by Tn is this. You see, hope it is still visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have got 2a is equal to d. Now Tn by Tn. What is the formula you are taught in case of Tm? A plus m minus 1 into d by a plus n minus 1 into t. D we have got what? D we have got 2a.
2a.
What can I take common? A. A from numerator. What will be left for us? From denominator, a will get cancelled. 2m minus 1, 2n minus 1. So we have got the proof. So simple. Even in junior class, this type of sum you have done.
Yes, sir.
Now A, B, C are in AP. What does it mean? It means the difference between the numbers will be same. Means B minus A is equal to C minus B. So twice B is equal to A plus C. B will be A plus C by 2. And what is observed? It can be compared to simple average. Means A plus C by 2 must lie between C and A. A plus C by 2 must lie between the numbers whose mean is told to find. So A plus C by 2 is, and mean here it is called arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, in short, AM. Arithmetic mean, in short, AM of two numbers A and C. Now in case of n numbers, suppose let there exist n numbers in a series. Well, what is the arithmetic mean? It will be denoted by x bar, sum of all the numbers by n. Summation of xi by n. That is arithmetic mean. But sometimes you will get arithmetic mean with frequency, which you are taught in statistics. Means suppose x1 is a variable, has weight or frequency. You are quite familiar with the term frequency. X1 repeats recurs F1 times. X2 recurs F2 times. X3 recurs F3 times. In this way, Xn recurs Fn times. So, this case, arithmetic mean will be described as weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean, that is x bar. What is that? X1 into F1, X2 into F2, up to Xn into Fn by Fn. Therefore, x bar is what? Sum of these numbers. So, in general, I can write xi fi by summation of fi. Okay, that is called weighted arithmetic mean. Hope you could follow.
Yes, sir.
Now, few series you have to learn. Sum of n natural numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n into n plus 1 by 2, sum of square of n natural numbers, one square by 6, sum of cube of n natural numbers. N into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. You can ask me from where it is coming. First thing, the first formula is coming from, yes, that Sn n by 2 first term plus last term. But the later one will be proved by mathematical induction, not needed now.
Okay, sir.
For example, suppose you are told to find the sum of the series up to 2n terms. You are told to find the sum of the series. See, looking at a glance, uh, this formula may draw your attention, but no. Why? Because here all terms are positive, but here minus and plus are coming in rhythmical way. Okay,
Okay, sir.
minus plus minus. So see, if I consider first four terms, and put them in a bracket like this, can you tell me how many terms are there now? Two
Two
terms.
terms.
Yes, good. So there are 2n number of terms. First four terms, if grouped in pair, 4 will become 2, 6 will become 3, 10 will become 5, 100 will become 50, 2n will reduce to n. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I can write up to n terms. So little bit privileged we are. Why? Because we are told to find 2n. Now 2n is reduced to its half. And this series did not find any relation to AP because there was no common difference found in this series. But right now, once I club them in pair, then you see this is minus 3, this is minus 7, this is minus 11 up to n terms. Once you get that, you are getting a series in decreasing order, but they have common difference. Minus 7 and minus 3 and minus 11 and minus 7 have same difference. Okay, got it? See, their common difference is what? Minus 4. Minus 3 and minus 7, common difference minus 4. Common difference minus 4. Minus 7 and 11, minus 11, common difference minus 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I can write n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Minus 6 minus 4n plus 4. So complete the calculation. Minus 4n minus 2 will be taken out. This is the answer. Okay, go through. Now let us use the same concept of AP in much more tougher and extended version. See, let A1, A2, A3, A4 up to N are in AP. Then 1 by A1 into A2 plus 1 by A2 into A3 plus A3 into A4 give dots 1 by N minus 1 into N is equal to option A 1 by A1 N minus 1 A1 N minus 1 N minus 1 A2 N minus 1. 4 options are provided. We have to choose the correct one.
Okay, sir.
Now, here problem will arise where A1, A2 up to N are in AP, but result is given in reverse order 1 by A1, A2 plus 1 by A2, A3. Okay. So, we have to start with the basic perception of AP. How? A2 minus A1, difference between these two is D. A3 minus A2, that is also D. A4 minus A3, that is also D. And last term, that is also D. Now, if I add, you see A2 will get cancelled with minus A2, A3 will get cancelled with minus A3, keep on cancelling, you see all terms, but the first and last one, all terms will get cancelled. This is called telescopic method. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first term and last term will remain. Now the question is, D records how many times? D
And
records,
then
maximum students will say n times. But see, here is a confusion arises. Suppose A2 minus A1 is D, A3 minus A2, that is also D. But when I'm going to add them, see, you see how many elements in left hand side are involved. It seems towards 4, but not that. A1, A2, A3, that is also A2. So once you are adding these 3 elements, you will get A3 minus A1, but the summation will be 2D, not 3D, reduced by 1. There are 3 elements involved, but when you are summing up, you are getting 2D. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
So there are n elements involved, but when we are sorry, adding horizontally, I will get n minus 1 into d. N will be reduced by 1. But still, the requirement of that expression means 1 by A1, A2 plus 1 by A2, A3 is not coming. So, you observe here I wrote the order in this way that A2 is greater than A1. That's why I have written A2 minus A1. A3 is greater than A2. Now, if you reverse it, that means A2 is greater than A1. It will become 1 by A1 is greater than A2. 1 by A1 you write first. 1 by A1 minus 1 by A2. You can ask me, how can you write that? Because here I took A2 minus A1t. That means A2 was considered greater than A1. So if I reverse it, that relation also be reversed. 1 by A1 now greater than 1 by A2. That will give you what? A2 minus A1 by A1 A2. A2 minus A1 is what? Already you got T.
Yes,
T,
sir.
yes, T by A1 A2. Similar manner, 1 by A2 minus 1 by A3. A3 minus A2 by A2 A3. That will give you what? This is also difference D. In this way, now if I add horizontally, horizontal addition, you observe, rhythmically the terms will get cancelled. And here, obeying the telescopic method, first and last will remain as residue. 1 by A1 minus 1 by N. Here, what is common factor to each summation? T. I can take D common. Once you get this, so gradually the required term is peeping from behind. Okay, which seemed to us next to impossible. Right now, it seems to us possible. Coming, the conclusion of this sum is knocking at our door. So take the LCM. Is this. Now you can ask me, okay, it is not matching with any one option, but still we are just one step behind the final conclusion. Why? Because you observe here, you see N minus A1 simplified version we have already derived. So that value will be plucked and put, here. Will be plucked and put, and that will give you
Okay.
N minus 1 into D. One by A1 A2 A2 A3 up to N minus 1. From both sides D will get cancelled, and that will make the termination of the sum. And let us see with which option does it match. It is matching with option B. Okay, option
Oh,
B is the correct answer. Hope you understood.
yes, sir.
Now these sums and previous sums combination will produce a new sum. You just observe. See, a1 square, suppose a1, a2, a3, a4 up to a2k are in AP. Then a1 square minus a2 square, a3 square minus a4 square, a5 square minus a6 square up to is option A, option B, none of this. So this is the combination of previous sum or previous to previous sum. Up to 2k are in AP. So you just use this concept. Just use this concept, and after that use that concept, pairing. So combination of these two sum. See, a2 minus a1 is D, a3 minus a2 that is also D, a4 minus a3 that is also D, last term a2k minus 1 that is also D. So use that concept. If I making the sum of this again in rhythmical way, these elements will get cancelled. What will be left? This and this. And like the previous sum, it, in open eye, it seemed to us the recurrence of n numbers of D, but actually taking 2, 3, examples we got, it is n minus 1. Here also, it seems to us 2k number of D recurrence. No, again 2k minus 1D. Okay.
Oh,
2k minus 1, you consider first 2 row. Here 3 elements are involved, a1, a2, a3, a2 comes twice. 3 elements if I add, I will get the summation 2D reduced by 1. So here 2k elements, once I add in horizontal manner, I will get 2k minus 1 into D. After that, you do one thing. you write the series which is asked to find, whose summation is asked to find. So you do one thing, like the previous to previous sum, you put them in pair. You put them in pair. You observe there are total 2k number of terms, 1, 2, 3 up to 2k. But once we put them in pair, 2k will be reduced to k. A1 square then it will be reduced to k. Then our childhood's formula a square minus b square will play the key role.
Okay, sir.
A plus b, a minus b. Here a plus b, now a2 minus a1 is d. So a1 minus a2 minus d minus d minus d. Okay, a2 minus a1. If the difference are placed in this order, second minus first, common difference d. But here first minus second. So in each, instead of each difference, I can put minus d.
Okay, sir.
Two k into minus d. So in this summation, in each term, we have got minus d as a common factor. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Take minus d common. What will be left in the bracket? Up to a to k. Now what is minus d? We got d. So you extract the value of d. So if d is like that, so minus d will be what? One minus will be absorbed, and in place of this minus d, you just put by 2k minus 1. So instead of minus d, I can replace that. What about that series? Here you see n number 2n to n by 2, first term plus last term. That summation series. First
Yes,
term
sir.
plus last term. 2 will get cancelled, and see again that old formula of childhood is, uh, knocking at our door, a plus b, a minus b, and you will get k by 2k minus 1, a1 square minus a square 2k. Now you just match the derived answer with the given option. See, with any option it is matching? Yes, it is matching with B. Okay, option B. Okay,
Yes, sir.